cheeks, and you're gonna Shem's on the baby.
It's not gonna be like ours.
No, that's the thing. I think the one thing we could really do that would really set this over. I'm like, send it over the top. Is if we were in. Come on, get some in your eye. Let me see.
No. Ow! Can you hear us?
Is it on? I thought we were going to go live. You didn't pay the YouTube bill or whatever.
Listen, we have tried. It's late. We've been doing this since
6:30.
Half hour. Yeah,
6:30.
We've been doing this for half hour.
Yeah.
And
there's a reason for it. We'll talk about.
We will. So let's start right now.
Talk about it now.
Hello. Welcome everybody to Stoogetalk Live. I'm Andy P.
I'm Cricket E.
And this is Curly G. Wait a minute.
Quiet, Brad. Stay underneath that chair.
Where is Curly G? 2 weeks in a row?
2 weeks in a row. You know what? What he's doing? He's trying to make me look good. That's what he's doing. And I think it's working.
Yes, so for those of you newcomers, we are not related to the Three Stooges.
No,
not at all.
We're not.
We're
normal.
We usually have our lame brain Curly G friend here. The youngest grandson of Curly Howard of Three Stooges. Woo, 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 woo. I'll be Curly. I'm a beaver. I'm a beaver, not a creeper.
Yeah,
and
he's a handful. He's a handful when he's here.
But he's not here tonight.
Right.
We're going to leave it to him to tell you why 2 weeks in a row he couldn't make it. Because we can't tell you.
Well, he celebrates Valentine's Day for 10 straight days.
He sure does.
Well, I just told him. I told everybody.
Why'd you do that?
Because I you know what? I like to spoil things.
And then
I'm a spoiler.
And Kurt, you told me
Kurt,
earlier.
I talked to Kurt this week, and he was all set to come, and he's going to be here next Thursday. But he's got. I mean,
so what he said about this Thursday.
He is like I mean, you look at him. He's very athletic. He's a big soccer coach, and he's got a big tournament this week, and he's got to be there for that one. So he was apologetic. Okay. But, I gave him the old Andy thing, like, lame.
Yeah, good for you. You did?
Lame.
I hope you did.
Lame.
Because when they can't make it, I drill them all.
Oh, my gosh. On the show.
I do. I'll do it.
Yeah, I'll watch the reason.
I will publicly throw these guys under the bus. Because you know why? Because Andy Reduce here, and Mark's here, and Deborah's here.
And who's never missed? Sue Provost. Sue Provost, our moderator, is the only one who has never missed.
Yep. But Kayla's here, Stoogington, Peter Parker, SG, and Emily Turner. Hello. Welcome back to Stoogetalk Live. Coming to you every Thursday in our spare time from my spare bedroom. Actually, we're in my living room now.
Well,
the bedroom is
I'll
too
sleep on the
jammed
couch.
up.
I'll sleep on the couch. I'll make it a spare bedroom.
And we are here to talk all things Three Stooges on Stoogetalk Live, and completely unprepared tonight.
Oh,
unprepared.
More than even last week. Because last week we were unprepared.
Yeah, it's been a rough week, folks.
Yeah, it's been a week.
It's been a rough week.
Well, we got a lot of stuff. We got Valentine's Day, so hello, all you young lovers out there.
Woo.
And John and Angie. Wink, wink, nod, nod to you especially.
Oh, yeah.
This turns out this is Sharon is a girl I know. I've been married to for a few years. This is our 30th Valentine's Day.
Get out of here. Thank you for spending it with me. Thank goodness. Okay, now we could actually have a real show, right?
All right, let's start again. Hello. I'm Andy P.
Oh, my parents are on. Hi, Mom and Dad.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
So
talk about Valentine's.
Mom
and Dad.
Yeah, we'll have them call.
How long have they been married? Okay. Well, I've been married 27 years.
It's got to be 53 years.
For the happiest I ever had in my life. As I often say. Not in a row.
Now, our lovely Curly, I believe, was married 4 times.
Really?
Right?
Did he ever get it right?
Yeah, finally.
Oh.
Was it 4 or 3? Oh, no, maybe it was 3. 3 times. Because I think there was this kind of really quick marriage before Brad's.
Are we allowed to talk about this?
Why not?
Because he's not here.
We're Stooge talking.
We can say whatever we want.
We're Stooge talking.
Right.
Mo obviously was with Helen.
Forever.
Oh my
God. Yeah. They were family guys.
Yeah.
He was a family
and Larry was
guy.
too, apparently. Larry and Mabel.
Dorita,
right?
Same thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Interesting story, too, with Dorita, Joe Dorita, Curly Joe. His stepchildren, Earl and Bob, tell me that he really pursued her. Like he pursued her, and then they didn't get together, and then he came back and got her a couple years later. Yeah, if I remember that story correctly.
Wow.
Emily Turner.
Larry is like he's like classic Romeo in the world of happy marriages. That guy, Mabel. He loved Mabel.
Adored Mabel. Yeah.
Loved her kid. Phyllis told us all about that. His niece.
He adored her. And how she treated him and yelled at him. He's just Irish drunk.
It's good time.
Kurt would back that story up. He's told us a couple good stories. Emily Turner says, tomorrow is mine and Vernon Dent's birthday. Can I have a shout out? Of course.
Vernon
Dent. Turner. And to Vernon. Emily and Vernon Dent.
And anybody else who's got a birthday out here.
Oh, yeah. We'll do it all now.
Anybody else who's out there, just step up a little bit closer and we're going to do this for you. We baked you a birthday cake. And if you get a tummy ache and you moan and groan and woe, don't forget we told you so.
Happy birthday to Emily and Vernon Dent and
this is your birthday song. It isn't very long.
So Vernon Dent, maybe I'll stop by the cemetery tomorrow and
where's Vernon Dent?
Polish off his old.
See, it's right here,
right by my house, by Stan Laurel. Yeah.
Oh, I'll go with you.
You'll come?
I'll go with you
after work.
Yeah. I'm going to go after an extraction.
He's got a really interesting. Tombstone, which is a little thing. It's up on a hill. It's all by itself. Or there's a lot of other ones around, and you could tell it doesn't get visited much. And I can't remember exactly what it says, but it's something like
that's on us. Yes. If it doesn't get visited.
I go every time. I used to go there before I had my job. I used to stop there quite a bit. It's it's actually a park. And the guy who designed that cemetery designed it to be a park to go to have artists paint and draw and learn. This is Forest Lawn.
Oh, Forest Lawn. Okay.
Yeah. And
it's not.
So Stan Laurel.
It's not a park at all.
Stan Laurel's there. Buster Keaton's there. I mean, everybody's there, but the people that matter to us.
Betty Davis, one of my favorites.
Carrie Fisher and
Lucille Ball, I think, is up there.
Oh, is she?
I think so.
I know Liberace. Yeah. But Stan Laurel, I would go visit Stan Laurel and Buster Keaton. I have a friend up there and Vernon Dent. And his tombstone was Gentle Presence. Yeah. And when I see that, it always makes me feel good.
That's
like
nice.
There's something so beautiful about his.
That's nice. Brian Ader, thank you very much.
Yeah, we're getting some love here from Joel Hurley.
Hurley.
Joel.
I got a shout out to Joel and others. We've got a lot of friends in Kansas City. Congratulations to the Chiefs on the Super Bowl win.
Yeah.
I'm still wearing Steeler colors, and you can't take that away from me. But I'm glad to know, Joel, you're safe. I'm hoping everybody else, all of our fans in Kansas City are safe because they had a little incident there yesterday. It was an unfortunate mess.
Was that yesterday?
That was 2 days ago, I guess. 2 days ago. Yesterday, 2 days ago. It was anyway. Yeah, terrible. It's a crazy world. We need more Stooges in this world.
We do. We need more. Yeah,
we need more Stooges.
Yeah,
But I'm glad you're safe, and congratulations to the Chiefs. It was a fun game to watch. I must say.
It was a fun game. I did watch it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
I don't know if you would.
I did.
Well, there you go. Then you did it.
I did.
Okay.
I did.
Next year's a Steelers year, though, Joel.
I watched it a bit with Chandler, Shem's great-granddaughter, her and her husband and their friends.
Really?
A little bit over there.
Nice. Yeah. I was with Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ash Rendar. So much better without the cue ball here. Oh, was that Curly G?
Is that Curly G or is that him?
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Brian Ader.
We've all been
Jamie just tuned in. NOTS.
Hello, Jamie.
What never came on? Just tuned in. Knots? Never came on. What's he talking about? Jamie, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not on the server? I don't know.
Oh.
It's in an acronym.
Oh, so anyway.
We
were trying to get this stream started. We were trying to do Stoogetalk Live here for
a
half hour. And I kept adding some links into the description because we got some interesting stuff. Right? We had some really, really interesting stuff. Now, we've talked about it to you guys.
Unbelievable.
But we are giddy as school children here in Stooge land. Right? Because for those of you,
my Larry David. It's unbelievable.
I'm gonna put in the post. Did it work? If anyone wants to click on that link I just put in the description, check that link out. And I'm gonna try to do one more. I don't know if you guys will see it because YouTube is literally stopping us from going live. and I thought something was wrong with YouTube.
I think they've just been watching the show.
Anyway. And then here's another one. So guys, check out those links. See if you could see what they are. It's really fun.
It has something to do with this right here.
It does. And it has something to do with the American mythology comic books, because as those of you guys know, we're going to be on the cover.
Yeah.
And
these guys are great.
They're great.
So cool. They're so connected. It feels like I've known them forever.
I know.
But the links were a pre-order to get some copies.
Right.
Correct?
Yes.
And I just want to make sure everyone knows that should you choose to pre-order, and hey, I'm not forcing you to do it. Yeah, you can do what you want.
It's going to take a while.
It'll take a while. I don't think they come out till April, May, something like that. So you pre-order now, and you have to wait for a while. But I think it's going to be worth the wait.
Geekadelic ordered it, and the painting cover.
What?
So yes. In fact, I took the paintings, not this one. You know the ones I have of the individuals, including
that one there,
including the Shemp. Oh,
Well,
the Shemp, Curly, Mo, and Larry, they're all on one of the covers.
Yeah.
And then the one of us, and we're inside.
We're inside. We started seeing some of their black and white sketches, and it's just like, oh my gosh, what are we doing?
We can't show it.
I don't know. We should hit up the guy.
Yeah, we should ask them.
We should show it like we show Brad's address. Hey,
we are. We're actually in it. Stoogetalk Live.
I think we introduced that comic. We sort of like with the intro.
There's like a whole storyline.
It's crazy.
Stoogetalk Live, and so in a way, you guys are all in it too. It's a really wacky dream come true.
Indeed.
That this is happening, and we're super excited. And I hit up James today. I want to order 50 copies. I want to order 25 of each. Yeah, we got to autograph them and stuff like that.
Yeah, I just appreciate that they made me look young and handsome. So, you know what I mean? I don't know how they did it, but they did it.
Yeah, it looks
People
great.
are asking where Brad is. Brad's not here. Let's not ask questions. It's just like, let's just be grateful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, you know what I mean?
Don't worry. He'll be back.
Yeah.
You'll get your load of bread.
Yeah. But since he's not here, I give it some of this.
Ow!
Give him this. There you go.
That's so unfair.
It's not unfair. That's what he has to go through.
Oh, I know, but it's usually me hitting him.
Yeah. Well, and then suddenly he'll give us one.
Oh, I know. He does.
I think it's
built
slowly
up.
It's everything
seethes in him. Because when he cracks me, he cracks me.
Yeah, that's why I'm having my tooth taken out. Oh, by the way, I'm having a tooth taken out tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I had a little unfortunate incident when I cracked a tooth. So the tooth's coming out. That's not that funny. Okay. I was even cracking a joke. I cracked the tooth.
Oh.
But I thought maybe, if we do some Stooge trivia, we can give it away to some lucky viewer.
Now, here's the thing. Are you serious about this?
Of course.
Who wants Dermot's tooth? Because we're seriously going to give away Dermot's tooth. And it's going to be, figure out how, but that's going to be.
Should I tape the extraction? Should I?
Yes.
Oh,
nobody wants here's what we do, though. Okay. When you get it, you got to get it back, put it in your mouth, and then I'm going to smack you, you'll spit it out, and then we give it to somebody.
We do the string and the doorknob.
Okay.
And then you slam the door into my face.
Yes, we're doing it.
Okay, I got the time. Ready, go.
We're doing it.
Okay.
We want this real tooth.
All right. I don't know how we're going to award it. I don't know how we're going to award it.
We're going to figure it out. Somebody says, Michael Paone
Who?
Production says, if you watch the Super Bowl on Nickelodeon, it was hosted by SpongeBob and Patrick.
Yes.
And we met SpongeBob.
We met. We Tom Kenny.
You must be asking or saying that because you heard our story meeting Tom Kenny. And I had run into him again after that. Did I tell you that?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Was he mad that we didn't go to his show?
No, he didn't mention it.
Oh, did he talk?
I don't know if he remembered me. I actually don't know if he remembered me. It was like 2 days later.
He might not. I don't know. I don't know how alert he was when we saw him either.
Yes. I don't know.
He was coming back from like a family trip or something, and he
was having a good time when I saw him.
He seemed like he was enjoying life in a way that, was beyond the normal enjoyment of life. Let's just put it
we want to get him on here, though. We got to get him on here, Stoogetalk Live. Yeah.
I know. There's a million people.
Yeah.
There's a million people we got to get on here.
And we never ask them.
And I tell you what, my family, I don't like this. I don't like to do it. But my family do it. They like to, that's another story. No, but they like to fall asleep with the TV on. I can't stand it. Turn the thing off. Let me go to bed.
Okay.
And they've been watching Seinfeld. And I cannot tell you How many times, just when I'm dozing off, I hear Seinfeld say, "What do you think you are, Shemp?" And I'm like, "What's going on? What?"
There's a lot of Stooge references in Seinfeld.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Well, yeah, because Larry David's definitely a fan.
Yeah.
And that's how I would imagine Jerry is too. I mean, who's not a fan of the Stooges, really? Especially comedians.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And that's the thing. We were talking about this last week, and I just want to say we will do a showcase of like all the shirts that we have.
Oh, I was pulling out tonight.
And I wanted to ask Kurt about this too, just about the process of selecting designs and getting all that stuff together. Because think about Laurel and Hardy, think about Marx Brothers, think about Buster Keaton. How many T-shirts can you find with those guys?
Oh, not like Stooges.
And I see people on the street walking around with them.
Yeah.
It's like they never went away. It's amazing. It's crazy.
Well, anyway.
Yeah.
So that's it for the show. I don't know.
Yeah, good night.
No, that's our big thing though, the comic book.
Yes.
It's big news and big deal for us because they sent us the artwork for the first page first on its own. And were you on that one?
Yeah.
Originally? Yeah. And I was like, oh my God.
Like, I was thinking, is this really happening? Or is this some weird, crazy practical joke? And then there we are doing the Curly G's spinning around on the floor.
And then they sent us page 2, and then they sent us page 3, and we're like,
I hope it's good.
This is happening.
I hope it's funny. That's all I
So we should do a whole bit. We should when it comes out, like talk about the process of writing it, and I was talking to you about it. You know, I don't know if we could get away with this, but we should just do another one. I think you should write one, and I'll draw. Yeah. Right. Oh, wow. And then we just turn in the finished and see if they'll do it. See if they'll print it.
Yeah.
Right. I think we should do it.
I'm down. I think we probably have scripts that we haven't shot yet that would go right into it.
Oh, sure. Yeah. You're probably right.
We'll see about that.
Yeah. So
I got family in town.
Who's in town?
I got family. My mother-in-law's sister, her younger sister, came in from who knows where. She's one of these people that just travels everywhere around the world, all over the place, right? And she dropped in yesterday, and she's in town today. She's a Canadian lady. She's very, very nice. And her 2 kids, Brian and Ian, are enormous Stooge fans.
No.
Yes. And they're not here. They're not here, but Jackie is here. So I'm going to give her this, and this, and that, and I'm going to say, share the love.
Share the love.
Share the love. Share it.
So somebody, William Waldrip said, I like Buster Keaton, Abbott and Costello, Laurel and Hardy, and the Three Stooges.
Of course.
Yes.
Of course. What's not to love?
Yeah.
I just find it really remarkable that the Stooges have found a foothold in culture, in pop culture, that it's not going away. You know what I mean? They are not. I don't even know if people really know the source material, but they just at a glance know who they're looking at. Oh, that's just Three Stooges.
I mean, I think more and more that they are. So actually, I went to dinner.
I did too. I went to dinner like
2 nights ago.
Oh, I went yesterday.
Oh, oh, did I break them?
Yeah, but I need glasses. I got a mug.
I went to dinner with Shemp's great granddaughter,
Chandler. I know Chandler.
Chandler the other night.
I know
right?
Chandler.
So
was she on? Chandler.
Her husband was doing some like watermelon diet, so he didn't want to go eat. Maybe I should
First of all, hold on. Wait a minute.
I don't know.
Jordan is the most physically fit, handsome human being I've ever seen.
Now we know why.
Oh, because
now
yeah. And all he does is
so he didn't want to. He didn't want to go out to eat, and we were running errands, and so we said, let's go grab dinner. So we go to dinner, and there's this, I would say, a very young Asian man who was our waiter, right? And you know me when I go out to places,
yes.
Right? And this goes back to the title of.
I'm not sure where we're going with this. But
this goes back to the title of this episode of My Life Has Become All Three Stooges, right?
Yeah.
And so,
but that's only a little step further than it ever was before. You know,
that's true.
It's much more. It's much more.
So, I don't know what got me to ask him, you know, because sometimes, you know, you see somebody, you're like, this guy likes the Three Stooges. So you bring it up. And like 80% of the time I've been right. Right. This guy's like, he's young. He's like super hip, super cool. And I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if he knows the Stooges because a lot of people, young people, don't.
So Jimmy, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, but Jimmy, thank you.
I was like, hey, do you
like
know
the
Three Stooges are? He's like, oh my God, do I like the Three? I love the Three Stooges. My dad showed me them. My dad's a huge fan. And I was like, this is Ship's great granddaughter. He's like, no way. He's like, this is I can't wait to tell my dad. And I'm like, yeah, we do this live Three Stooges show every week. He's like, no way.
Well, Chandler got married in Palm Springs earlier this year. I went to a wedding last week
for
my cousin's daughter. So my cousin once removed, I guess.
Okay.
And they had no idea. I mean, they know me as me. They don't have no idea.
Really?
And somebody was like, do you do the thing?
No.
It was a Stoogetalk Live. And so I would, it was everything is surreal. Everything is just surreal. Good. And so I started having to show videos and stuff to people.
So now I do have to acknowledge Jimmy.
Jimmy,
you did for me. Thank you. But Jimmy, we love you.
Dad, thank you.
Thank you so much. You guys, by the way,
I didn't get to the mailbox today, by the way. I meant to get there.
Oh, yeah, we'll get to that. We're going to talk about that. But a lot of you guys support the channel like Jimmy. All your super thanks. You guys are all amazing. Thank you. And the rest of you who watch and you like and you comment and you share, thank you too. All the support helps a ton. We hope that you do go back and watch some old episodes of some stuff.
Yeah,
that definitely helps the channel.
Please.
We've been a little slow. We've been wanting to put up some new stuff.
You had to get a job.
All right, tell me about it.
But hey, wait a minute. Can I talk about you for a minute? Because you're related to Stooge. You like Stooge. You're there. You're connected.
Okay. Yep.
Andy's blown up. You're blown up. Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to lose weight. I got to do that watermelon diet that Jordan's doing.
Can we talk about the dog video?
Oh.
He was telling me about this dog video.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what to say. I can't go in because I don't know.
This is not Stooge related. Oh, but my mom's saying it. Call.
Oh, okay. Anyway, he had a dog video that he posted, and you posted it on YouTube?
On TikTok. On TikTok. Hold on, Ma.
And it went kablamo.
Yeah, so if you go to, it's not even on my personal TikTok. It's on the Nonsense Box. And it's my brother and his little dog, Opal. But it's also on my YouTube channel, Andy Pagana. Right? And you'll see it. And it's got like 1.8 million views on TikTok and 1.8 million views on YouTube immediately.
I know, but you woke up to that. Like I came in and he goes,
I just saw this. Here. Look at this. What? I just saw this little video and I loved it. I love this little dog. And obviously, Brad reposted it because he's like, Grandpa Curly's a big dog fan, and I am a big dog fan.
So, well, you know why you posted it. Because you got 1 million views. Oh, it like, maybe I can get some of that.
Okay, but wait, Mom's on the phone. Hi, Mom. Here, hold up. I get this.
Oh, okay.
Hi.
Where's the thing?
Hey,
How are you?
Hi.
What are you doing?
I'm watching you guys on TV.
I'm so glad that you didn't fall asleep this week like you did last week.
How are we doing without Brad?
It's close. It's close.
Yeah, I know. It was amazing. We tried like 8 times we tried. And every time we logged in, it was saying, nope.
Oh, yeah, tonight, we've been trying since 6:30 to go live, and it's been kind of brutal.
All right, well, we're live now.
We are live.
Yeah, and congratulations on the comic book.
Yeah, did you see the cover?
Yeah.
Good night, Guy Incognito. He's leaving us already.
Who
is? So see, they're dropping off like flies. We started too late. Good night, Guy.
Good night.
Leaving.
Yeah, we got some people leaving.
Guy, did he leave? Did he leave? Good.
Suprav, no. You gotta
where are you going? Where are you going?
No, we're here, Ma. We're talking to the chat. Suprav just donated $20 super chat. You gotta have her come out from Long Island, cook her dinner.
Hey, tell her, give her my contact number, and she'll call me, and we'll set it up.
All right, I will. You guys will get along great.
This is like an old You Bet Your Life episode.
I'm sure.
All right, so Ma, so you saw the Three Stooges comic book?
Yes.
Did you order it?
Yes.
Did you order one from me?
They made it difficult because they kept saying PayPal.
Oh, I think they just posted this though. They just posted.
I know, and then it said, but you can bypass that, and then you can use your credit card. So I didn't want to go to PayPal. No offense, PayPal, but I didn't want to do PayPal. I don't do PayPal. So we bypassed it, and it just kept sending us back to PayPal.
Oh,
well, listen, there's no rush. I mean, seriously,
Yeah,
you've got plenty of time for it. So,
Well,
if it's a little, I think they just posted that link, so it may be a little buggy yet. So, give it a few days.
Yeah, well, we already did it. We ended up, I don't know, they gave us some kind of a code
okay.
to put in there for PayPal.
If they gave you a code, you should have take some vitamin C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or wear a mask, one of those code masks.
Wait, how many did you order?
Well, I ordered one right now. Why? How many do you want me to get?
Well, you ordered one of each or just one?
What do you mean one of each?
Well, there's one with
there's
one with my paintings on the cover.
Different covers.
And there's one with us on the cover.
Right. And there's one with my paintings on the cover, but they didn't print it because my paintings are terrible.
We ordered the one with your artwork.
Oh,
okay.
You didn't see the.
Okay. Well, good night, Ma. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, that's the only one we saw.
There's the other link. I put another link in there where it's us as the Three Stooges.
Yeah, you'll see it.
Oh, we didn't see that.
Yeah.
No. All right.
Well, here's the thing. Whatever you do, when you get them, we can always just like draw over the cover, whatever you want.
That's
so
true.
you want a chicken? We'll draw a chicken. It'll be fine.
No, well, we'll go back on and look for the other link. The other link.
The missing link.
Yeah, the missing link.
Excellent.
I think I'm so confused.
Ma, what's the week? What's going on in your world this week?
Stooge
My
wise.
world?
Yeah.
Stooge wise?
Yeah, I only care about Stooge stuff during Stoogetalk Live.
Right.
I know. We didn't really get a chance to look at much on Stooge this week.
What?
That's all right.
Well, I can't help it.
That's right. I was hoping there'd be a Stooge tribute in the Super Bowl commercials. Nothing.
No,
Nothing.
No,
We got to get on
I
that.
know.
We got to get on that.
There wasn't. But I thought about him when they played doctors. Remember, they were playing doctors in one of the
Men in Black.
Oh yeah.
Among others.
Yeah. And I had to go to the doctor today, and I thought, good thing the Stooges weren't taking care of me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow, and I'm hoping it's not W.C. Fields when I get there.
Yeah.
Because that could be trouble. That could be very...
Or the Stooges pulling out your tooth, right?
Oh yeah. They blast it. They would blast.
Oh, I'd get it. It'd probably be a jackhammer or a crowbar. Maybe I'll just do a crowbar tonight.
Other than that, we really didn't have a chance to do any Stooge stuff this week.
Oh, okay. Well, the whole theme in this episode, which I haven't really gotten to yet, is my life is being taken over by the Three Stooges.
Well, I saw that. Who wrote that? You did?
Yeah.
Okay. And well, my life is not being taken over by the Three Stooges.
No, you got the one Stooge. Mike's right there, right?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but there's a lot more Three Stooges in your life at this point than you ever would have imagined, I would think.
Oh, definitely. When Grandpa was watching them with you, I would just walk out of the room and listen to you two laughing and laughing and laughing.
And you got to laugh. You got to laugh at Carrie.
And I would say, oh, they're a bunch of idiots. That's what I would say. Knuckleheads. Yeah.
So, Ma, I asked this before. How long have you been married?
53 years.
50.
I was right. I did say that.
53 years. And again, three of the happiest years of their life.
Yeah, 3.
But not in a row. Not in a row.
Not in a row. Yeah, not in a row.
Well, congratulations. We're having 27. We're going to be 27 this
Mom,
year.
you showed me a... Oh, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
That's all right. I don't want it to be 27, but it's
You've
too
been married
expensive.
27 years?
27 years. Yeah.
I was like 4 years old.
Huh?
That's crazy.
Yeah. So is Sharon.
So, Mom,
4 years
you got to tell people you did go out. You sent me a picture of you shoveling snow.
I had my Three Stooges hat on.
What?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you looked great. It looked great on you.
I love it.
Wait, is it the pink one?
Three Stooges hat on.
The pink one?
Everybody should everybody who lives where it's cold should go to Shop Knuckleheads and buy the Three Stooges hat.
It's okay. Kurt's not here.
Yeah.
Hey, Jamie, you got that hat, right?
So
Jamie?
you got it from Shop Knuckleheads?
Yeah.
And
Somebody, yeah. That's where we bought it. Yeah. But a friend of mine bought it for me.
oh.
So I don't, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got to do this for Daisy just because I just saw it on there for a second. But I got to do this for Daisy when I'm at the dentist tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they go to take my tooth out. I'm going to go to them and go, not so hard.
Oh,
you
that would
big
be
meanie. How's that? Pretty good?
You got to do that.
Yeah.
Jim,
that
thank
would
you.
be
We
good.
got a couple
What's
other
that,
people
Mom?
came and went here.
That would be good if he did that tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got to do that. So, Mom, we're gonna give away Dermot's tooth.
My tooth, yeah. I'm gonna give away my eye teeth.
Really?
Yeah.
And now, what are you gonna raffle it off or what?
Yeah, we're gonna figure out
No,
how
I
we're
think
gonna
they're
do it.
yank it. They're gonna yank it off.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we're gonna figure out how to. So
We'll figure it out.
just real quick, Mom. Jim Neving, hi,
Thank you,
Andy and
Jim.
Chris. Thank you for always being. We love you too, Jim. We hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us every week. You're
Earlier,
fantastic.
somebody asked
Everybody-
about us having Paul Howard on, and
Send Jim some love, please.
Paul Howard's going to be a challenge, but
Hi, Jim.
we're trying to reach
Hi,
out.
Jim.
But we are trying. I'm
Yes.
answering some of these chats as we go, but
Oh.
it's really hard to do this while we're live. But what are you gonna do?
Should they put the Three Stooges in a fighting video game? Now, a game did come to
Huh.
C3, and they were trying to get the Stooges in, and I don't think it's working out. But I wish it would, because people are trying.
I would spend the money to have a Three Stooges pinball machine in my home.
They were supposed to do a pinball
I
machine.
know. What happened?
We don't know. We think COVID killed it. But
it's a shame because we got to do that.
Would you have bought a Three Stooges pinball machine?
Would I buy one?
Yeah, for the basement.
When you kids were little?
No, now if they came out with one now, it's about $20,000.
Probably not. Probably not. That's a lot.
But
of
you'd
money.
earn it back in like 35 years with all the quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Well, listen, I'm in one of the things I've been scheming to do. I'm going to say it. I'm going to just talk about it because if they take it and make it happen, great. Because I got to work with C3. I have been dreaming of a Three Stooges themed miniature golf course.
Oh, you have been, yes.
And
that would be nice.
Yeah, I'm going to draw that thing up. I don't know if you know Urban Putt. They're these high-end, beautiful mini golf courses. But I would love to do one for 18 different episodes. So one is for Plumbing Will Go. It's curly all in the pipes, and you got to get through there. Three little beers.
It's
a truck with
interesting.
the barrels.
You know, it's interesting. So
What?
Chandler, she was a great girl.
I know Chandler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She used to work at a putting green for years growing up. And I think the woman wanted to sell it to her.
Where? What?
Up in Lake Tahoe.
I was thinking more like L.A.
I mean, that would be nice.
Philadelphia would be a good place, right?
Well,
but nobody steal that idea. And if you do, let me know when you open it because I want to come play. I want to come play. I am random by Jessica keeps saying I'm random. I'm not random. Am I random? Eggs. I like eggs.
Ma, what do you think? Chris just talks all the time.
Oh, I think that's a wonderful idea, Chris.
Do you know why I talk all the time? I've been married 27 years.
27, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. And where's Mike? Where's Mike after 53?
Mike, he's sitting right here.
Yeah.
So Mom and Dad, I saw a comment earlier today on one of the Three Stooges videos, and the guy said, so my girlfriend, he said, my wife doesn't like the Three Stooges, and I think they're just mostly men who like them. And that was kind of my experience growing up, but I feel like that's changed a lot. And even your view of the Stooges, you're laughing at them a lot more than you ever would have grown up. What do you think?
Well, what I think is that, of course, Grandpa and you were the only men in our house that were really interested in it. And so, but I think as far as me changing my tone about it is because you do Stoogetalk Live. So, of course, you're so involved in it. You know, Daddy and I have always backed you up in things that you've done. So I'm trying to continue that, backing you up with things that you've done.
But you've also started to find them a lot funnier than you used to because you are watching them.
Well, I'm watching it because you tell me I have to watch it.
Yeah, and don't forget
That's
it.
right.
And don't forget it.
However, I'm still waiting for a picture of the next Stooge you were going to draw. Who are you going to draw?
Was I going to do another one?
I don't know.
Well, I guess the next one will be Joe Besser because I've done Mo, Larry, Curly, and Shemp.
To read it?
Well, I only
Besser will be the next one.
got Curly.
Oh, you're talking about the painting.
I want Dudley Dickerson.
Actually, grab that. The one.
I want Dudley Dickerson.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I do have to do well. So one of the things I was doing when I was doing the Stooge live painting is we were doing a marathon where we're watching the Stooges, right? And but they don't let us do that anymore. So I got to find out what to play on the TV while they're doing that. This one is actually all signed to Sue, and we almost. We still got to get Shep's family.
Oh, that's the one I have.
Yes, I didn't do the other guys yet. I'll probably do Larry next, and then Mo, and I'm gonna do all 6 that way, and then I'm gonna start over and just do different versions of them. That was a limited edition of 10 prints that I made. Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm waiting for the other one. I'll hang it up.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to do another. I just been like, this place is a mess. It's hard to set up to do a painting in here. So I got to work on that.
It's hard to come over here.
It is.
Honestly. I got to tell you, though, again, I'm going to mention John and Angie, some friends we met this week. Well, we got to know this week.
Stooge fans.
But because of Valentine's Day, he shared the story that they met on a Stooge website.
Get out of here.
They actually met because Angie is a huge Three Stooges fan. And he fell in love with her. I guess she burned herself. She hurt herself. John, if I'm getting this wrong, forgive me. But then she ran around going, "Mo, Larry, the cheese! Mo, Larry, the cheese!" And he said, "That's the girl for me."
That's cute.
It's true.
Yeah, that's true. I said that to my wife. I said, when you and me watch Three Stooges together, you'll be my girl.
Where is she?
All
right, Mom.
All right. Well, how come the Stooges didn't make anything like regarding Christmas or Valentine's or Thanksgiving?
They did like records and that sort of thing later, but the problem is that they were on a contract for Columbia, and their contract was for shorts only, and those were never really intended to be seasonal. Those were going to be coming out like with the next feature. Right. And so when they did have a chance to do that kind of thing, it was when they were not making shorts. That's when they would go out and do live. But because they were in the contract, they couldn't record any of it. So they were able to go out and do lives, but they weren't able to make any product.
Yeah, they're not I swear there's one. I don't know if it's a chef. Boy, I'm embarrassed. I don't know this. If it's a chef, I feel like it's a Joe Besser where they're decorating the tree and Mo falls trying to decorate the tree. They're all fighting over
Curly
Sand
and Besser
Girl.
both did a version of this, but Besser was the stand-in.
I haven't seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Besser.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay.
But
then there's a couple where like it's not Christmas time, but they dress as Santa Claus to sneak into a castle.
Right.
Right.
Those
I know.
Late. I remember those being really late. Like the 50s.
Well, Curly did one. Curly definitely
did do a
Shemp
Santa,
yeah.
but Besser was like they were doing.
So
anyway.
Oh, Joel Hurley says that is with Shemp. Thank you, Joel.
Oh, it was okay because that later one I think used footage of Curly because there's some shots where you can go, that's Curly before he turns around
and Curly
the faux Shemp kind of.
Curly does bring up Santa Claus a couple times. I in movie Maniacs, I was just watching a movie. And Mo is yelling at him in the office, and he gets mad, and he pulls out his little pen and paper. He's like, "Dear Santa Claus."
Yeah, I didn't see that.
You got to watch that one. Well, that's the next episode of
Fastlane.
Three Stooges in the Fastlane that we're doing. That Dermot did the first draft, and I'm working on it with him.
He's making it better. He's going to make it work.
What
about the Christmas?
No, it's not about Christmas. It's about them breaking into the movies.
Yeah, they're obviously they're not studio executives, but they're mistaken as studio executives, and so they take over production and a thing.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's some great stories and some great behind the scenes stuff on that one. So that'll be fun to put that together.
Yeah, that'd be nice to see.
Yeah, you know.
So Kayla says, Mama P, do you love watching the Stooges shorts?
Do I love them? I get a kick out of the shorts.
But she loves the trousers. I say that every week. Every week I say that.
Pedal pushers. I like the pedal pushers.
So you do like watching them?
Yeah, I enjoy watching it.
Good.
Daddy and I sit here, we laugh at it.
Probably him more than you.
That was more of an Abbott and Costello fan. What I remember growing up.
What do you like? Yeah, he says yeah.
Yeah, they're good.
My old man was 100% Jackie Gleason honeymooners.
Jackie Gleason is great. Yeah,
honeymooners. My God, he would laugh. You could hear him from here.
They were. We used to watch the honeymooners.
Yeah.
Which became, for those of you who don't know the honeymooners, it became the Flintstones.
Right.
You know,
basically.
Grandma and Grandpa didn't live close by to us. So it wasn't a long time that you watched the Stooges with him. Only when he came and visited.
Right.
You know? Yeah. But it was funny watching you two laugh at them.
Those are some of my best days ever.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Be up half the night watching.
Yeah, you'd be up half the night.
Oh well, yeah.
Mike does.
So
Mike's actually in the back with talking.
So in those days, now the Stooges, you could usually get on Sundays, right? We would Sunday mornings, but like if we wanted to watch the Marx Brothers or W.C. Fields or sometimes Laurel and Hardy, you know, we'd get the TV guide. We'd look at the TV guide, find out when they're playing, and we'd wake up. We'd set the alarm, and me and my grandfather would sleep in the basement, and we'd set the alarm for like 2 a.m. and we would watch the Marx Brothers and W.C. Fields, and then go back to bed.
See your grandfather like, let's set the alarm.
Oh
Let's
yeah,
go.
it was a bed.
For me, the midnight hour was classic Monsters.
Oh yeah,
Chili Billy Cardilli in Pittsburgh he was like the Elvira.
Okay.
So he was on all night, and then Houlihan and Big Chuck in Cleveland, and they would just they'd play all the great old classic horror movies, and I would scare the heck out of myself, and I couldn't sleep until dawn.
I have to say that for something that was on TV, let's see, over 53 years ago for me, because that's how long I'm married. So, and that's been, you're 45 years ago. What's nice is that you guys have brought it back to life for the public.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I think we're just a mirror of the fans that are out there, to be honest with you. I think that's all it really is.
Yeah, it's amazing.
There's a lot of there's a lot of love and a lot of passion, and we're just speaking for everybody.
Again, when we went to Pennsylvania and Chicago to watch your show on stage, there was a lot of people in that audience.
Yeah,
there was, right, Ma?
But not by the third act. At the third act, they were all gone.
Yeah, you were one of the few people who got. You probably saw more shows than anybody because you went to a few of them.
Well, I did. We did go.
Yeah.
We went out to Pennsylvania, and then Lisa and I went out to Chicago.
And you watched twice in Chicago, right?
I don't remember.
I think you did both shows. Yeah. I think you watched both shows.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
I don't think anybody else has seen that live show 3 times.
No, my brother came to the Arcada, and that was it.
Yeah.
And he brought his family.
I thought it was great, and I was truly amazed how many people, and not all older people my age, a lot of young people, really, really enjoyed it.
Well, one of my favorite things was when your wife came and we pulled her up on stage with us.
Oh, yeah.
And we gave her a pie at the end, and people didn't realize that we knew her.
Yeah.
So
Lisa got the pie, right?
Yeah, Lisa got a pie.
I was waiting to get the pie. Nobody would do it to me.
Wait, did you want the pie in your face?
Well, next time you're out here, you're getting a pie.
All right, Ma, Stoogetalk Live. When you're on Stoogetalk Live, you're getting a pie in the face.
Pie.
Oh, okay.
You're getting 3, one from each of us.
On your 60th wedding anniversary.
Yeah. My 60th, let's see. I got 7 years to go.
That's only 7 years.
Yeah, only 7 years.
We could do it.
Yeah, well, you could give me a pie. Me and Daddy a pie in the face.
I don't know about your dad. I don't know. I don't know.
We could do it.
He'd be okay.
Yeah. My dad.
I don't know.
My dad's always been up for like reluctantly, but he's always done like the soup in the face. Remember, I did this whole segment. I had a show called The Nonsense Box, which is very vaudeville. I still have it. It's very vaudeville, slapstick, old time humor. And I had this segment, How Not to Eat Soup. And I had my dad grow a mustache, and I did 3 segments on how not to eat soup. And one, he stuck his face in the soup, and one, he threw the soup on his face. I can't remember what the third one was. He must have been like this with his hands or something. Do you remember that, Ma? You were there.
Oh, the things we do with our kids. The things we do.
I remember I was not included in any one of those things, too.
I promise you, we could throw soup in your face.
No. I think the only thing you included me, and I was at the kitchen sink in my bathrobe.
Oh, yeah.
And I hit you in the back of the head.
Yeah, you're in this Stupid Adventures of Captain Happy.
Yeah, Captain Happy, yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. That was good.
But it would have been fun working with the Three Stooges, though, right?
Oh, yeah, it would have been.
It would have been unbelievable.
I met a guy named Quinn Redeker who had passed away. I guess he's passed away now 2 years. And he lived in his neighborhood. And he was in his 90s. He also was one of the winners of the Academy Award for The Deer Hunter.
What?
I think he came up with the original story, I think, for The Deer Hunter. And he was a soap opera actor, and he was in Three Stooges Meet Hercules. Right?
Oh.
Yeah. And he lived in town. He hung out in town. I used to see him all the time, and I would always talk to him, and I would always ask him about the Three Stooges. And he never had a lot of details, but he was always like, "Oh, they were the most wonderful guys. They were so wonderful. I loved them." He had the nicest things to say about them. Thank you, Brian Ader. Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. Well, I often wondered, they look like, even though Mo was always slapping everybody or poking them on TV, I wondered if they were really friendly off set as being brothers.
Oh, yeah, they were super friendly.
You said they were.
Yeah.
So you super down to earth. That was the biggest thing. I mean, people think that they were like A-listers, but they weren't quite A-listers.
That they got married so many times. So was it Curly?
No, that was only Curly. That was only Curly. Shemp was married once and absolutely adored his wife. Larry absolutely adored his wife. Mo absolutely adored his wife. And actually, Joe Besser, you haven't watched any Joe Bessers yet. He left the act.
Stop.
You might know. Dad would know him from definitely the Abbott and Costello show. He played Stinky. But he left the act because his wife was sick and he didn't want to leave her side. And then Joe DeRita too. He was totally. So
in fact, and there's this weird rumor that it's because he didn't want to get a hit. And he was a little reluctant, but he was fine eventually. But
you watch the shorts. He gets hit.
It's not because he didn't want to get a hit. It's because he didn't want to leave his wife.
So how come Curly couldn't hang on to a wife?
He was ladies' man. Everybody loved Curly.
Everything I read about him is that no matter what you see on screen, off screen he was really, really shy. He was very, very shy, and I think he loved dogs. That was a big thing.
But he was a dancer, and he used to go out. He lived hard, Ma.
He lived very hard.
He lived very
hard.
Yeah, interesting.
So
yeah, I like him. I like the way he acts.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah,
I don't even know. I think he was the singer dancer, but I mean, like Mo and Shemp were focused on being entertainers.
Yeah,
they were like their whole lives were dedicated to being. They wanted to be A-list performers.
And you see that interview. It's on this channel. It's on Curly G. Granson's channel. It's they do an interview when Joe DeRita just started working with the Stooges, and Mo talks about. Did you enjoy? We asked him, "Did you enjoy being Stooges?" And he goes, "It was lucrative, but you could tell in him he wanted to do some serious acting.
Yeah,
you could see it.
Yeah, well, that's
so. Ma, you should watch. You should watch some. Go back on this channel, and actually, the rest of you, if you haven't seen it, There's an interview with Mo Lara and Curly Joe, and you should watch them, and you'll hear them talk, and you'll see their families.
Yeah, I'd like to see. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
Yeah, it's on the channel. Make sure you search it.
Okay.
Okay.
Daddy helped me find it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, Ma.
Well, thank you. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you for tuning in.
We love you, Ma.
Ma, somebody asked, what's your favorite short? I think you've answered this before, but do you have a favorite short?
Do I have a favorite short? I gotta see more to really determine that.
All right. Well, keep watching,
That
Ma.
makes sense. I mean, that's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
keep watching, Ma. We love you.
Because
I
every
love
time
you too.
We'll talk to you next week.
Bye, Ma.
Okay.
Every time I see another one that I haven't seen in a while, I'm like, I don't think I ever appreciated this one.
I agree. I agree.
Like, and
Yes.
it's easy to fall into plumbing.
Yes.
Three Little Beers.
Well, because they're perfection.
well,
They're
yeah.
They're perfect.
You Nazi Spy, though. I mean, that's certainly my far and away favorite. But I mean, there are some others that you find later.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my gosh, this is great.
Oh, Ma, we're
you
still
didn't
on.
shut the phone. Are you still there?
Sorry,
Hello?
Ma.
Ma,
I know.
Go to bed.
Yeah, it's true. I think because I've seen the classics so many times and I'm watching them with a different eye now.
Yeah.
I want to see the ones I don't know as well.
Sing a Song of Sixpence is another one I can
Well,
watch
that's-
over and over
yeah,
and
yeah,
over and over and over and
So
over
good.
again.
Yeah.
But it's not the first one that comes to mind, which is interesting.
And honestly, I've been really grooving on the Joe Bessers. And it's funny because look, you got to go into it as a novelty. He's not curly, and it's a different time period. It's shot different. They're widescreen. And I know that a lot of the Shemps started to become widescreen too. It's just but watching Mo and Larry, first of all, are hilarious. And Joe is just not curly, and he's not Shemp. You got to take it as though it's a separate thing, right?
Yeah,
and
right.
they probably with that act, they wouldn't have been as popular. And part of it is just they were shooting those in a day or two. If they were lucky, they got 2 days, right? I mean, those curlies were 4 or 5 days shoots, and then Shemp started to get less and less. And they really cheated the Stooges on the budgets on those last shorts. And there's still so much funny stuff. And if you love Mo and you love Larry and you love comedy and just okay, they're not curly, they're not short, but man, there's some funny and Sitka's in them. And Sitka's funny. Sitka's always funny. I'm sorry, we did miss. Sitka's I know you were looking at Laurie Chantel.
I gotta say that the Columbia, when you get in behind the scenes on Columbia and the deal making that was going on, it's hard not to get angry.
Yeah,
because they really kind of worked the Stooges. But again, Larry and Mo were ready to go as a duo. They're going to continue the duo.
Oh, after Shemp passed.
After Shemp's passing, but then they were and then they looked at a couple of guys, but.
Honestly,
Besser stepped in, and if it weren't for Besser, I think they would have retired.
Yeah, it's a shame. I think there's this rumor that they wanted Dudley or they wanted Mantan Moreland. That Mo wanted that, and it didn't happen. I don't think that's true.
Mousy Gardner was also in the list.
Yeah, it should have been Dudley Dickerson. When you watch Dudley Dickerson, I don't know where he was at the time. I actually had to look him up.
He may have passed,
but he would have been an incredible third Stooge because you can't have a curly and you can't have a Shemp, and he's as different as those guys. But he was
amazing,
absolutely hilarious.
Amazing.
He had the physicality.
Somebody mentioned hold that line. He was hold that line.
Oh yeah, when he's and his reaction to the light, and he's trying to get out the window.
And that's the one. That's the one that all four brothers were in together. Yeah. Somebody mentioned that Curly was in that one. So
Laurie Chantel says, for the record, I've had so many more men hate on me for loving the Stooges and women. I've actually walked out in the middle of a date. Many years ago after that label called me a humorless idiot. Laurie, you're our soulmate.
Get over here.
Come on. What's the story?
We got a seat right here.
Who is that guy? We need to take that bum down.
Yeah.
Whoever he is, he's miserable. He's miserable. Thank you for sharing that. That's crazy.
That is amazing. I'm really surprised to hear that.
We have a Chandler on. It's not our Chandler, but it's our
Hi, Chandler. Let's pretend it is. Hi, Chandler.
Rock to All is here. Deirdre Long, and of course, Jim. Jim, you mentioned something, and I saw earlier, and I didn't get a chance to respond, and now I forgot what the what you asked. Sorry, Jim. Jessica, congratulations. The official Three Stooges Instagram followed you. Well, of course they did.
There you go.
I mean, of course they did because you're one of the biggest fans. Emily, you've actually never told a guy that you were a fan of the Three Stooges. Oh, how come?
Interesting.
Mo is terrified of lions, Matthew says. I think that was Shemp.
Shemp was scared of a lot of stuff. Yeah. He wouldn't drive. He
got into an accident. So if you hear the story.
That's right. The old Model A that they had, right?
I'm not sure what the car was, but I know he drove it. His daughter-in-law told me the story. She says he drove it into the barber shop, literally through the front door and smashed. So this is also an interesting tidbit of just like history that I didn't know. So in those days, you would go and somebody would shave you, right? You would pay to have somebody shave you when you get your haircut. And you would have your own shaving mug with your name on it. Ceramic mug with your own brush, and it would sit on a shelf.
Oh, okay.
And so there was hundreds of these mugs and shelves, and Shemp drove right through the barber shop
and smashed them all.
All those mugs got completely smashed. He never drove again. Jimmy!
And the only one that probably went ding was Mo. I would guess.
Congrats on the comic book. Can't wait to buy them and can't wait to see your new movie, Andy. Oh,
I hope it's funny.
I have a movie coming out.
You do have a movie coming out.
All right, not Stooge related.
Not Stooge related.
I try to keep it Stooge related. I know. You're like,
no, but you're excited. I am excited. You should be excited. It looks really, really good. And it's not just Andy. This is like a bunch of friends of ours.
Well, Justin Tate, who used to play Larry.
Justin was Larry early on for us and still steps in occasionally.
And Scotty Tovar, who was just in, he had a big movie that was on Hulu, Paramount Plus.
And who was the guy who was in, we had this Curly G show.
That's Scotty Tovar.
Scotty. Okay,
yeah, so you'll know Scotty eventually because he played a part in something we shot that you guys haven't seen yet that we've been working on. Behind the scenes, he plays a big part, and he steals the show. He's like the Larry of the episode.
Yep.
Right, and so Scotty's in it. Justin's in it. It was written, directed by this guy it was directed by Gio Santini and acted him, and it was written by a novelist, a really good friend of mine, Ryan David John, Jahn, and it's called The Bad Shepherd. It comes out on the 23rd, and you can pre-order it on Apple TV. You just need the app. You don't need to have a subscription to Apple.
And when you think you figured this thing out, it's going to twist on you. Like, twice. So just be ready. It's going to twist on you.
I did my little, I did whatever, curly homage I could in it. And there's a big Jackie Gleason homage in there too. Because I was determined to get something in.
To the moon, Olive. Right to the moon.
Yeah, you'll see a little poor soul in my character. But,
I don't even know about that.
Oh, really?
I don't even know about that.
Not poor soul. I'm sorry. Fenwick Bennett.
But you have to really keep an eye out for my backyard, that 1 square foot of soil.
And
I talked about that last year.
And Shemp's great-granddaughter,
no,
Chandler, is on.
Chandler,
we love you.
Are you feeling better?
I'm really kind of disappointed you didn't just drive over here and walk in.
Yeah, well, we can wait. We'll wait. Let's just wait.
Let's wait if she comes. But everybody give Chandler some love.
Chandler was not feeling well last week, so hopefully you're feeling better now.
Chandler Isaac. Yep. And in fact, Chandler is she's going full time as an influencer. So make sure you follow her, Chandler Isaac, on Facebook.
I won't be influenced.
And YouTube.
I ain't gonna be influenced.
And Instagram.
Okay, I'll buy it all.
And TikTok.
Give it to me.
And she will set you up. If you want to do a little bougie on a budget, this girl knows how to do it.
We got Stooge on a budget. When we shoot that?
Hey, I'm around.
I'm around.
No,
not around.
Yes. Jonathan Beneman. I have a book in my collection, Moe's autobiography, and the Three Stooges. I met John Castor, the Crypt Keeper, and he played Shemp.
What? Is that right?
Yeah. Wait, he was the Crypt Keeper?
The Crypt Keeper played Shemp.
Is that
interesting?
That's in the 2000 biopic.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. I didn't know who that guy was.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of forgotten that one. I kind of let that go.
So a lot of people hate it. And, rightfully so, because it didn't.
I don't have time for it.
It didn't really. It was really false. I don't know. There's something about it that I love just because I love seeing those characters. But
why
they deserve
more.
Why are they
so handsome? That's what I want to know. I mean, Michael Chiklis was good, but I mean, one of the others are kind of handsome.
Like, the boys weren't ugly. They
weren't handsome. I mean, they weren't movie stars. They only made 190 pictures.
That's true. Stoogington says, Andy, if you could have one of the Stooges on Stoogetalk live, what would it be and what would you ask them? Oh my God.
Hands down, I got the answer for me.
What's yours?
Larry.
Yeah.
Larry. I want to know Larry's perspective on all of it. All of it. Because he was the third Stooge in, because Shemp and Mo were the Howard boys, and they found him, and he must have always had that sort of, I know I'm the third wheel, but I'll do what I can. I'll do what I can, Mo.
I mean, funny.
Mo, certainly in a minute, I'd want to have dinner with Mo, but
I think I would want to, I think I'd be closest with Shemp. When you hear about like who Shemp was as a human, he seemed like the most, he seemed like the most, somebody you could actually, the warmest, the one you could relate to the most, the one, yeah. Probably Larry's next, and then Curly, right? I feel like Curly kept his distance, kept inside.
It's funny because Curly passed so quickly. We never really got to know who this guy really was.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Is that wrong? Kind of, but he wasn't around forever for a lot of people to get to know. Like Mo, Shemp, Larry, they all have kids that saw them as adults, and like, how do they interact with those?
Yeah,
so it's interesting.
That's interesting. That's true.
But I think Larry.
Although I
never would have said Larry a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I agree with you. He's probably, as the interviewer, he might be the best. The only thing about him is, no, he probably would be. He might be my answer. He might be my answer.
I mean, plus his Three Stooges career was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing. He was working with the dancing act that his wife was a part of forever.
Oh, he would be so.
He was a concert violinist. I mean,
and what would you ask him? I don't know. This is, oh my God. It's, boy, that's such a, because obviously it can't happen. So I've never really even considered it.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
And I always wondered, did they ever cross paths with the Marx Brothers? I don't hear about it. I've never heard about the Stooges and the Marx. The Stooges. Right? The Stooges have worked with everybody somehow.
Right.
Right. But the Marx Brothers don't seem to intersect, and it might just have been because the Marx Brothers are always doing features. I don't know.
I heard this really interesting story about Mo and Larry at the motion picture home when they found out that when Bud Abbott was there, and they were like, "Let's go see Bud Abbott." They were taking somebody up there as though Bud Abbott was, the end all be all, right? Which I guess, financially and critically,
at the time,
for sure. I mean, look, the Abbott and Costello saved Universal. They would have. They saved it from collapse, right? They could have bought it. They were so successful. They were doing features with the Stooges. Really didn't do until later. But it's funny to see that. And as a kid, I didn't really understand the timeline, and I always felt like the Stooges stole from Abbott and Costello. But when you see, it's like, oh no, Lou Costello stole from the Stooges. And when I mean stole, I mean it in the best possible way, because when you steal something, you make it yours, right? And Lou Costello, these guys, we're talking about the greatest comedians of all time, right? Curly, Lou Costello, Mo, Larry, Bud Abbott, like Laurel and Art. You can't beat them.
Yeah.
Right? You can't beat them.
And
I have my favorites, but that don't mean they're the best.
I think within the world of modern comedy, within the world of stand-up, there still is that level of like brotherhood. Like they do the same bit I do, but it's a little less so. In vaudeville, everybody knew, oh, we do this bit because that's how you succeed in vaudeville. Right. So, oh, you should see them do this bit, or you should see how I did this
I think that's what it was. Yeah. And
I mean, you see Buster Keaton, his bits show up in the Marx Brothers and Stooges, and the Stooges bits show up in Keaton. But they all were like, oh, he did it the best.
Buster Keaton did Take Off Your Hat.
Yes, that's correct.
Before Curly. Right? He did, take off the court, Order in the Court. And and you watch it now, and I don't know if it's because I think Curly just blows it away. I think he blows, and you can't take away anything from Buster Keaton.
Oh, and
but
also
he didn't do
whoever the bailiff in the courtroom is. He actually
But no,
straight man is essential.
I was watching Hoi Polloi today, and I was thinking because I play curly, and if somebody's spamming, who's spamming? Let's not do it. Where's Sue? Sue's on that. Watch it. I've asked to pass, but any clue why Curly's name was spelled Curly with an E? It was Randy. It was an accident. They literally misspelled it. That's all that was. In the first, I don't know, 18 or so. So shorts with the classic. Yeah, with this classic.
I wondered if they made the mistake and then said, "Well, we'll just live with it," until finally somebody said, "No, fix that."
Yeah, no, technically that should be EY because that's what that's what this image was, but it was wrong. So that's the answer to that. But Annie, can you sing "Happy Birthday" to my brother Todd? Okay, Pete LeBlanc. We did do a happy birthday, but because it's you, and we're at the end of it,
sure.
Should we do it?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
We baked you a birthday cake. If you get a tummy ache and you moan and groan and woe, don't forget we told you so. Happy birthday, Todd! Todd LeBlanc, happy birthday! And
next week you can sing me a happy birthday song.
You're turning 21?
I am turning 21 for the third time.
Pete LeBlanc, obviously, he's for those of you guys who don't know, he's one of the hugest Three Stooges fans. Pete, you and your brother Todd, have you ever missed an Alex Theater show?
Oh my gosh!
Is anyone else spamming the chat? No spamming, guys. No spamming.
Who's spamming?
What's going on?
I'm trying to get the picture we were talking about.
What's
for
the
you.
Picture?
It's the one that I sent you. What the hell is it?
You sent me a picture.
Heck. Oh, this one. I want to talk about this because this is typical. Uncle Yaga sent me this clip that I sent to you because you were not feeling well yesterday. So I said, you watch this and you'll feel better.
I didn't.
And it was Groucho Marx singing a song called Schnitzelbank. And it's basically a vaudeville song. And he said that in vaudeville, they always try to close strong, right?
Oh, okay.
So this was a suggested idea of what they did. So Schnitzelbank was a song that later became popular with the Animaniacs.
Get out of here! Really?
He says, boink, danke, geze, boink, zange, bonk, banka, bonk, eine Schütze, bonk.
Right? We should have rehearsed this. We could have ended our show.
I know. Well, next week. But it was interesting, and I told Uncle Yaga this, that I showed that to my son, and I said, oh my God, I cannot believe this. I've never seen this before. And it's just gibberish German. It's just silly.
Okay.
But he was like, oh, the Animaniacs. And I went like, it all comes around. It all comes back around.
So the Animaniacs did a great Three Stooges bit.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know this?
I don't remember it.
This is brilliant. Before we get to it, just real quick, Pete LeBlanc says he has been to 25 years at the Alex Theater.
Wow.
Which means he's been to every single one. Good for you, Pete.
And wasn't the last one the best? The last one was
pretty good, yeah.
We stormed the stage, whether they liked it or not.
So the Animaniacs did this thing. It was... no, I'm sorry. It wasn't Animaniacs. It was Pinky and the Brain.
But still.
Which is
still part of the
it's Animaniacs adjacent.
Spielberg loving.
So Pinky and the Brain was basically that guy's Orson Welles.
Yes.
Right? It was his Orson Welles. And the Brain! I don't know who the Brain was after. I'm sure it was after somebody.
Peter Lorre, maybe?
And they were trying to figure out, the executives at Pinky and the Brain were like, you need to have a third. They were like, and that's what they brought in that girl, right, to play a character. And they were like really pushing, they're really pushing Pinky and Brain to add a third character. So there's
Pinky and the Brain and Larry.
Yes. So they opened the show. I'm Pinky the Brain. I don't know what the song was. And they literally redid the opening of the show and they added Larry.
Oh my God.
Pinky and the Brain and a Larry. Look at see if you can find it.
Okay.
See if you can find it.
But I'll be on my phone.
That's okay.
Okay.
You're doing
I got his permission.
You're doing Stooge work.
Show it! All right, shut up.
Oh, by the way, so I was wearing this shirt the other day because I have one too.
Yes.
And somebody asked if it comes in different colors. We believe it does. It comes in a bunch. Brad got one.
Yeah.
Brad got
it. Comes in light blue.
I love this color. I don't know why I picked this one.
Because of the Steelers.
No, that's not why.
That's right, Joel. I said it.
But
Steelers.
Baby. I was wearing this the other night, and I was going into the little deli mart down at the bottom. And as I was walking, keep
talking. I'll keep looking. I'll make sure we get the right spot.
So as I'm walking in the store, some guys, and as I'm walking out, some guys walking in Oh, that's not it. But I want to see what this.
Go ahead. Okay. Yeah, we'll show it in a minute.
So he goes, "Oh man, nice shirt." And I looked at him and I'm like, "You Stooge fan?" He's like, "Who's not, man?" And I'm like, "Oh, you gotta do Stoogetalk live. You gotta watch Stoogetalk live every Thursday. We do live. There's a Three Stooges Plus channel." He couldn't have been more excited. So what did you find?
This isn't it.
Show.
I will. Hold on.
Wait, bring it closer.
Thank you, Steven Spielberg. I can't get to focus. I've never seen this one.
I haven't either.
Of course, Bill Clinton and Henry Kissinger. Ah, there you go. We can look it up. Pinky and the Brain. They got plenty of Stooges stuff.
You just write Pinky and the Brain and Larry.
Okay. I got to keep going?
Yeah, we got to show that.
We got Indian food.
Oh, Pinky and the Brain and Larry. Because it's worth it. And then we'll end with that. We thought this was going to be a quick.
You didn't trust.
I was like,
we're
going to talk for 10 minutes. Every week, the plan is to start with, we do our intro. We're going to start with this week in Stooge history and then talk about what's going on.
There wasn't any big things.
I didn't even look.
Yeah.
Guys, should I tell them what happened?
You can tell them what happened. Yeah.
All right, so not a big deal. Not a big deal. I was in the ER last night.
You're exhausted.
I thought I was having a heart attack. And so I literally went into the ER last night with chest pains and stuff. And literally, this is a true story. I didn't even tell you this because I was texting him. True story. I'm in the ER. My chest has been bothering me on and off for about a month now. And I'm getting concerned. And last night it was really going off. And so I'm like, I gotta go in case, just in case, right? So I go to the ER, and as I'm waiting, and it's so stupid because you go in, I'm just like, I'm having chest pains, and he's like, here, fill this out. Here, walk through security, and I'm like, I'm taking out the stuff in my pocket. I'm just like, you're like, what's wrong? And I'm like, my chest hurts. My chest hurts. My hands numb. This is a true story, right? So, and I've been like super stressed and anxious and all kinds of stuff. But I'm like, look, I'm overweight.
That's what it is. That's all it is.
I didn't know, but they tell you gotta go. They tell right.
Yeah.
So, and all I'm thinking is they're like, all right, if I'm in here tomorrow, we're doing Stoogetalk live. Dermot will come. I was thinking Dermot will come. We'll do Stoogetalk live from the.
I was texting you, and between every text I went, please don't ask me to come to the hospital. But you didn't.
There you go. No, you just didn't come. I would have offered, but it's okay. Are you ready? Oh yeah, here it is.
Is this it? Really?
I am okay, Kayla. I think.
Yeah, he's fine. I got to get him on a bicycle though. I'm gonna get him on a bike.
All right, here.
That'll kill him.
Turn it up.
Is this it for sure?
That's it. Yeah.
Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try to take over the world. The Pinky and the Brain. Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane.
No one's laughing.
The team crashes twice. The Pinky and the Brain.
We're probably gonna get.
We're gonna get shut down.
Yeah.
We're gonna shut down.
They're gonna shut down
before we're gonna change everything. That was Pinky and the Stain. Scene from Pinky and the Stain. Kayla, I'm shouting you out right now because you asked for it. Hey, Kayla.
Kayla Phelps.
She's being called out. So there you go. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm done. I got
Pinky and the Brain and Larry. That's it for Stoogetalk Live.
Go find their comics online. I can't wait to see this thing. We keep getting a page a week, and it's insane.
Oh, yeah.
It's insane.
It's insane. We're super excited.
Yeah.
We
just can't hide it.
And I'm trying to. I want a stack of them.
Okay.
I want.
Okay.
And of course we'll sign them. And I owe some people.
I owe too because I haven't. I didn't get to the post office today. I did not get to the mailbox today, but
We have autographed
PO
pictures.
6852 Burbank, California 91510. Stoogetalk Live.
Yeah, if you send us a self-addressed stamped envelope, we're going to send you an autographed picture.
Yes.
If you order my movie, The Bad Shepherd, on Apple TV, you don't need Apple TV. You just need to order it on Apple iTunes or whatever. I'll send you one myself, and I owe some people already.
And we sent some out. Hopefully you got them. I know we sent them out. Brent paid. I think we sent one to.
Did you?
Yeah,
we got more. More's got to go out.
Hopefully you got them.
Kind of a rough week, but
yeah.
Yeah, and next week, thank you. Jimmy ordered it. Jimmy, I think you told me that, but thank you very much. Did you tell me? I think you did.
We're all going to Jimmy's house to watch it.
By the way, Jimmy, you're the freaking best.
We're all going to watch
you're
it.
Great too. Actually, all of you, Enrique and Just Waffling and Hassan, Jessica, Kayla, Pete, Cat Shepherd. Thank you, Brian Ader 88. We love you guys. Curly G will probably be back next week.
I can't make it. And Kurt will be here. Kurt will be here too. So we got Kurt, we got Curly G.
Is he?
You and me. We'll get Chandler.
We need to,
Jordan.
yeah.
We'll get Larry, Pinky, the Brain.
Pinky and the Brain.
And Larry.
That's pretty good.
Thanks.
Thank
you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Stooges are everywhere.
Yeah.
I didn't really get to the whole, like, my whole life has become Stooges yet.
I think you've gotten to it a few times. Like every time.
Not really. I didn't talk about what I intended to talk about. But considering I was at the hospital thinking I was dying of a heart attack, I was like, all I can think of is like, am I going to do Stoogetalk Live from this tomorrow?
Yes. You know why?
That's literally.
You know why? Because this is what I would have said.
Thursdays out for Stoogetalk.
I don't care what's going on. Thursdays out for Stoogetalk.
That's just for me to go, Brad. Oh, yeah, Brad, you can't make it. I'm in the hospital. And I still did it.
We'd have gone live from the hospital.
Oh, 100%.
And I think we should do that.
I think we should.
And I'll be there in Mo Get Up in Men in Black.
Oh, that's great.
And I'll be like, Anaconda Pedersen, Senna, Cotton. Where's the cotton?
We should just go there and spread some cheer.
We should. Well, we should go to Woodland. We should go to Woodland Hills. I've done that before.
Okay.
I was out there a few times.
Let's go.
Yeah. They need it.
Actually, that was the one thing we did not talk about. We were going to talk about how hard it is to find a Larry.
Oh, next week.
Next week.
All about the trials of finding a Larry.
Yes. We love you guys. Have a great week.
Happy Valentine's Day a day after.
Keep Stooge talking. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, share. Go back and watch some old videos. Find Chris Dermick on YouTube and Facebook and TikTok and Instagram.
C. Dermick the Stooge is the way you'll find me at. And also, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to challenge you guys to go find some of the shorts we don't see too often and bring some of those up in the chat so we can talk about some of the ones that don't come up.
Yes, let's talk about them. And Andy, where's my movie at? The movie is The Bad Shepherd. It is on
Apple Plus.
You just got to order it on Apple. You don't have to have a subscription to Apple TV to get it. You just got to order it on Apple. You can download the app. It's free. It's on your, if you have Roku or smart TV, just go to Apple. You could order the movie, watch it there.
Justin Tate. I'm not taking away from anybody else, but Justin Tate is amazing in this movie. He's really, really good.
He is good. And the other me says Opal Video. Yeah, we talked about the dog video earlier. Just find me on Andy Pagana YouTube.
What's the dog channel too? We got Luna welcoming me home from the.
That is on Doghouse TV.
Doghouse TV. That's one
Doghouse
of the C3s.
Yeah, that's on Doghouse TV. It's Facebook and YouTube. And there's Andy Pagana YouTube, Andy P YouTube. Andy makes movies. Yeah, that's all you need. You'll find us. We love you. Thanks for joining us. I'm talking.